Hey there, it's Matt. So, you're in your sort of middle age, 40s, early 50s, and you've been extremely busy for the last years. You can't sort of put a time on that. It's just the last period of your life has been massively busy. One, with your business or with your work, two, with your family, and everything else that's kind of slips in between. So what's happened is that you've put on weight, quite a bit more than you actually ever thought you would do, and that's impacted to a certain extent on your energy levels, and the fact that you've got very limited time resource for yourself means that you're struggling to get out there and do the activities that you used to do in the past. So the time has been soaked up by your job or your business, the travelling, commuting that you're doing, and then the other responsibilities that you've got around that, which are related to your spouse and your kids and maybe also your parents. So you almost feel as if you're in a little bit of a situation where you are trapped. You know that you need to invest some time in yourself. You are at that level of conscious awareness that you do need to, but you're struggling to actually go about doing that. So what is the solution? Have you had to think about it? Have you been able to give yourself enough of a chance whilst you are commuting, for example, to start strategizing a solution? We often find that we are really busy, and then we say, or we mentally sort of construct that I'm commuting for that time, let's say an hour each way each day, and there's lots of traffic, and I'm getting pissed off with the fact that I'm in the traffic, and I'm not happy about that, and my mind gets embroiled in that thought, and then that hour just fritters away. You then get involved with your job, and you have the tasks that are involved with your job, and your mind gets involved with that, so you lose that time, and you find that you get to the end of the day where, because you weren't in the best health, weren't in the best energy levels, that you're not giving yourself enough time to support yourself, that you are knackered. You've got up early, you've done commuting, that's been demanding and stressful on the physical organism itself, just by having to do that, getting up early and driving in traffic, and then doing your busy demanding job, that you get back in the evening, you're just like, I need to drink a glass of wine, or I just need to sit down in front of the TV on the sofa and just kind of take a breather. But how long, if that's what you're doing, how long have you been doing that? Can you already see that that's a pattern in your life that has been repeating for quite a long time? If yes, then how can we change that? Well, effectively at the present time, you can't see how you're doing it, so you need some external input. That's why coaches and guides come in as support for you, because they have a different, let's say, higher vantage point to be able to look down from experience and their own trials and tribulations, and just from general sort of research and knowing how to work with clients, that there are other opportunities for you. So it's how to gain that awareness and then carve out of your day minutes for yourself. And it could be a minute here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, 15 minutes, half an hour, an hour. And initially, because you're overwhelmed already, you can't see how you can possibly make that change. For me to say what you need to do is spend half an hour meditating and then an hour journaling and planning and preparing your food, it just won't work for you. So what you need to do is start carving out the minutes. So if we carve out the minutes, we need to look at the moments in the day, whether that is at lunchtime or in the evening when you get back from work, or possibly in the morning before you set off. And again, those things can initially be, start raising up the anxiety level, start making you feel a little bit overwhelmed. How can I possibly get up earlier and fit these things in? And again, it goes hand in hand. As you improve the hydration, the nutrition, start doing some walking, some Nordic walking, start doing some type of movement, that you get things moving around the body, things start working a little bit better, you sleep a little bit better, and that allows you to then get up a few minutes early and use that time constructively to create that plan. And ultimately what we're trying to do is bring you from the today where you're stuck and overwhelmed and can't see a way forward, to bring you back to the evening before, to give yourself the evening before a little chance to plan and prepare and focus on what's going to happen the next day. So take that day, you're in the evening, yes you are tired, but give yourself, when the kids have gone to bed, rather than put the TV on, rather than grab a glass of wine, you know, okay, fair enough, grab a glass of wine, but sit at the kitchen table, don't turn the TV on, get out a book or a piece of paper and start structuring your next day. You know where you're going to be going in terms of work, whether it's a fixed workplace or you're traveling out to a new destination. You know that that's going to be taking place. You know, in the work situation, you never get up and just go, what the hell is happening today? So you know that that's going to take place. You're going to have to potentially commute, and then you have to do your work. So let's think about how that's going to look, and then think about how we're going to start you off in the day before you go to the commute, and then coming off the commute, what those other commitments are. And once you actually write it down, create a little bit of a plan, a little bit of a structure, that goes into your mind, and that starts formulating itself to allow you to say, well, in actual fact, I'm going to be sat in the car for an hour. So with that hour, what I could do is use the time constructively to, even whilst you're driving, just to sit and think. And you may then have a pad of paper with you in the car, and when you come to an opportune moment, you might just stop and write some notes down. You may use the chance to listen to an audiobook. You know, lots of different things, but again, we can get back to that in more detail on more videos, but it's about starting to think about how you can carve out minutes for yourself. So that's the video for Online Supercoach today. Have a good day. Thank you.